Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, going to be showing you guys a composition right now which must have like a 99% win rate. It's absolutely insane and there's hardly any counters to it. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using a credit code. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright guys, so jumping into the composition which is absolutely breaking ladder right now. It is this comp right here, Poco, Nita and Max. But you can actually switch out a few of the other brawlers. You've seen basically these type of brawlers everywhere on ladder right now, which, as I said, I'll make sure to push these as soon as possible because who knows, some of these brawlers could get an emergency nerf, especially with how strong Poco is right now. He's just running ladder completely. So it's either you go this composition, right? You either go like a Poco Nita, Poco Gale, something like that. With Max as well can be absolutely so broken. But also you can go a hard counter like these guys are going right here. You've got B, you've got Stu, but we're still running through it. So that's going to be the first game. Let's hop into the next. All right guys, jumping into the next game. And so these games can of course go really quickly because we are in Brawl, and Super Stadium is a really super fast-paced map. Even against our counters, we can just run through them because Poco, with basically any type of brawler, can just absolutely swarm the opponents. You can just see here, running through absolutely everyone. So it's just crazy. I'm playing a lot more ladder nowadays just because it feels a lot more fresh, and especially with even longer seasons. It means, especially with like 60 brawlers coming into the game soon, it feels like I can actually have time to push like all of my brawlers. And this is considering like this is my full-time job as well, so I could even understand the frustration with you guys as well, trying to push like all brawlers to a certain milestone, especially before season end. I felt like it was a bit of a struggle, but now we've got a bit more time to push. So yeah, I thought I'd at least play a little bit casually. Like, I'm not talking like an insane ladder grind like back in the day, but maybe once it gets towards like maybe 80k 90k, might start going for the big grind, just because I kind of miss the good old days of pushing, you know, getting those milestones. Something to try and achieve in Brawl Stars will be pretty fun again. But we're gonna win this game pretty easily, even with Laws missing an open goal there. That should be a goal. Yeah, that's gonna be a goal. Let's hop into the next. All right guys, jumping into the next game then. So let's briefly talk about the ways to counter, especially on this map in particular. So the ways you want to counter this is by making a composition with a B and a wall break. So whether this be like B Stu, B Griff, those are the type of brawlers that you want to be using. You know, Gale is going to be pretty decent counter overall, but still I feel like it can get the better of the matchup on this map in particular. But especially in Brawl, like, you can pretty much use anyone, but this composition is just so strong against everything. I was actually considering, instead of Max, using like a Gale, because on as I said, like ladder, like I was playing like in particular like Gale, Poco and Nita, and it just beat everything. Like, there was basically nothing that could pretty much hard counter the composition because he was pretty much good against everything. So I'm going to use my Screeching Solo there to get rid of the shield, but that was pretty scary. But overall, I mean, I had things covered. So the way you want to be playing Poco as well, everyone is using Screeching Solo. The main reason being is because with Poco right now, I know he is a big support brawler, but I don't feel like wasting my ammo on healing up my teammates. Like, I need to be aiming for the enemies. I do so much damage, so I want to be trying to aim for the enemies as much as possible, and Screeching Solo is going to allow me to be even more aggressive. So that's why, well, how you want to be playing Poco basically. And of course, the main tip with Poco is try and line your shots up as much as possible to try and connect onto multiple opponents. Of course, that's going to allow you to charge your super a lot easier, and because you've got such a wide spread, it should be pretty easy to do. You just got to learn in your head, you know, get it muscle memory and try and line it up with multiple opponents. So I'm going to use a gadget here as well. It's also quite key to use a gadget well in good values. So when you know you're about to go extremely aggro, pop the gadget so you and your teammates can get that passive healing, and that's when you want to start to go in. So we should be able to get a goal here, just a BB left on defense, and that should be another win. So yeah, that's going to be another easy win right there. Let's hop into the next one. Guys, jumping into the next game, and so we're seeing literally so much Max as well as a mid. You know, Max isn't the best lane, but just because he pairs so well with a Poco, you know, like a Poco running at you with Screeching Solo, it actually is pretty scary. I remember previous metas where this was actually a viable composition, but instead of Nita, it was like Frank. This was talking like multiple years ago now, but trust me, like the Poco Max synergy is definitely deadly. So we want to put this ball in a good position here. We should be able to score here, even with, okay, no, Jackie's gonna reset us with a super, but that's going to be a really nice goal by Loz. This is why Loz is a pro player and I'm not. He's able to find these opportunities whilst I can't. But with 2 shots basically away from super here, if these guys can feed it, especially on a map like this, we should be in a decent position to get our super a lot. Anubis is going to push up down the right. I'm literally like one shot away from super, and I can snipe the max right there. Like, Screeching Solo is so deadly when used right. You can basically snipe anyone through walls. It's only 1,000 damage, right? But if you combine it with my attack, it's just so incredibly strong. Again, going to go in so aggro here. Going to look to chain my super. Okay, that happened there with the lag spike, but I was looking like I was going to score there, but yeah, big lag spike. Need to bear. It's going to be a bit of a problem still with Poco. Like, he hasn't got like the burst potential up close, but over time, you know, he's going to slowly pressure back the enemies. Looks like I'm trying to get a pinch here with the max. That's going to be the Jackie down. I'm a couple of shots away from a super. So this is where we can go aggro. Good thing about Screeching it as well, at any point in time, if the enemy's kind of weak, I still like to use a super on them, even if they're not one shot. It just because it resets their regen, right? It's nothing more annoying than a Poco using his super on you when you're about to start your regen. So I know from that, I know the enemies are going to be annoyed from it. So that's why I do it myself. So we've got 30 seconds left here. We don't want to corner a ball. We want to try and score another goal here. Poco down the lane should be really good here. We can see as well. We're getting close to our super. Should be able to use it on the max as well. We're going to try. Okay, no. Nita with damage gear. Oh my god. 1,700 damage. That is crazy. I thought I had enough time to line up my super with Nita and the max here. So yeah, this is pretty scary here. We've got a Jackie running straight at us. But yeah, we've got a Poco on defense. There's nothing better than a Poco on defense right now. So look at this, another easy win right here for us. Let's hop into another. All right guys, jumping into another game then. So let me know whether you want me to continue with these type of videos. I've done a few of these type of videos in the past. I know recently some people have suggested like to do best compositions on ladder right now, maybe for the best composition on the current map. But let me know what you guys are doing, especially whilst Power League is down. Like, it's definitely a good time to focus on ladder because we haven't really got anything else to play, right? It's literally just ladder. It's like this awkward time waiting for the next Power League season, waiting for the Brawl Pass as well. So this is where people are a little bit more active on the ladder side of things. So gonna just run up against this BB. A bit crazy as a Poco, just running into people, but it's what you can get away with, especially in this meta. We're gonna somehow die right here. Also, you don't really need too many pointers on Nita, right? Like, Nita should be a fairly simple brawler, especially in this meta. You're gonna do a lot of burst potential, but also with your bears. Okay, no, I didn't even need to use that super right there. That was pretty bad calculations from myself, but as I was saying, you don't really need to think about anything with Nita. You can just run into the opponent. So you're gonna cycle bear pretty much all of the time, which is just so crazy. But also just try and keep your distance and wall peek as much as possible with Anita, but that should be pretty standard right here. So again, probably a little bit of a wasted super, but I wanted to try and at least guarantee the goal here. There's no way BB can kill us. She hasn't got a knockback or any stun feature, so we know we can score right here. So we've got another gadget left, so I can just pop that at the beginning, and this way we just need to go hyper aggressive at the beginning, get as much control as possible, lining up our shot with multiple people here. And I know I'm one shot of super, so I don't even mind running into that Nita. Anubis is going to run in here and somehow score. So yeah, that's going to be another game. Let's hop into the final one. All right guys, so jumping into that final game right here. So considering it's 900 ladder matchmaking, the games are actually pretty fast. Like, I've never remembered matchmaking being this fast, to be honest, but yeah, it's pretty wild right now. So it looks like they've got Colt to break things open. As I said, probably the biggest counter, especially to Poco and any tank or just even Nita, is because Nita doesn't really have the range. So breaking open the map as much as possible. As I said earlier, there are multiple options that you can use. So Stu, right now, you can literally get your super for free and break open one of his lanes straight away. So make sure to abuse that as much as possible, because that is 100% going to get hot fixed pretty soon. We're going to use a super to stop the regen of Ems. Ems is literally one shot, and we're going to snipe her from across the map. This should be a goal onto Bonnie as well, and that is just insane. So talking purely ladder, Bonnie isn't even the strongest, just because the Poco comps just really counter her. She's still okay, like you can still push her for sure, but she's definitely stronger in a Power League format. So again, just going to run up, be as aggro as possible here, trying to line my shots up with both Bonnie and the Colt. M's going to be weak as well, but it's just going to be another easy goal. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. I think I didn't lose a single game on this recording, which was pretty insane. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.